Okay, hello Tube Dwellers, welcome back to Mabinogi Duel live streams. Not cancelled, Lukaku, that was a joke when Nip Nip told me what the artist's name was who drew the thumbnail image. I figured I would go and take a look at their DeviantArt account, and it's nice. It's very, very skillful drawing, that's what I'm saying. Vicon, do we think Duel of Summoners is going to exist for a long time? I don't know. Community managers are really active with it, which is fantastic. They're really, really good, really on the ball. But they're just not getting support from head office they need. There's been no updates in like a bug fixing sense, no new actual features. The mechanic that replaces the mutant thing that we were promised months ago never materialized. So, I don't know. The community managers are doing a fantastic job of keeping the whole thing going, but it's going to need some actual real updates, not just more card packs from DevCat before things start really picking up. Okay, so, wow, Mabinogi Duel. It has been a while. I haven't played this game in about a year, actually. So this should be really interesting. Absolute crash and burning. Jose, Queen Lilith is horrible. You think it needs a nerf? Yep, Queen Lilith has been horrible for, well, ever since I kind of stopped playing, which was months ago. Yeah, and don't worry, your English is very nice. Yeah, Lilith's been terrible since she was first introduced into the game, but DevCat doesn't want to nerf her because we've all finally figured out DevCat really likes gimmick cards. Arya, you made it! Huzzah! Is it going to be long? I don't know. There's an amber level blizzard going on right outside, so the entire live stream could crash like any second. If it does, we should be back up pretty soon, but it's a nightmare. So yeah, hopefully the live stream is going to last like an hour or two normal time, but who knows? It depends on whether or not Jack Frost decides to come and gnaw on my internet cables. She's been horrible for like a year and a half. Yeah, about that. So let's jump in here, and I'll try to refamiliarize myself, and then we'll do like a big card pack opening, and then we'll have some fights. Wow, look at all my old decks. Yay, my warlords. Yeah, I mean, look at these, the three decks down the bottom here. Casanova's Mask, Casanova's Mask, Casanova's Mask, back when that was really, really good. It has since, of course, been nerfed into the ground. So we'll stick with the Skeleton Knight deck that I have here, since it's just a standard, universally decent budget deck. I just quickly make sure I haven't changed anything. Kadir's Flying Sword, that's still okay, it looks like. The Ambush Vine, still okay. Hidden, I can't imagine they would have nerfed anything else. Mukro, yep, that's all fine. Good, okay. So, also, it would be nice as a welcome back to Mabinogi Duel if we did sub-battles in the way that we used to do. People challenge each other in the chat, and then I will spectate the fight and commentate over the top of it. It was generally very, very fun. It's just, nothing overpowered, no gimmick decks. Just bring something enjoyable, have a fight. It's a lot of fun. Scamcat. Welcome back. The arena is grindier than ever. 348 wins, 432 wins. Yeah. They don't seem to have really had much of much luck balancing out these arenas properly. The Duel of Summoners ones takes like 5 wins to get into into champion position because nobody's playing. Mabinogi Duel, it's still a grind, so you need hundreds of wins. Yeah, the old times, not true. Yes, good old days. Somebody's selling a Monza. You miss the old days when Jurgen was OP. Yes. Those good old days. Back when you would see a Jurgen and just go, oh, for God's sake, Jurgen. Leech, hey, on Twitch. That's where I would prefer everybody to be because it's more stable. But, yeah, I think you're going to be a little bit lonely there. How much are you selling that for? 1 million? It's actually quite reasonable for an Amanza. So if anybody's interested, CCAM is selling an Amanza for 1 million. Totally new as well, so that's nice. Arya, yours says 98%, even though it says it's finished. I'm not Alright, finish the story mode in 100%. I don't think you can. I think they're still doing that weird thing where the story mode is never technically finished. Luke, anybody wants a sparrow? You have more sparrows than the stream has viewers currently. Well, that wouldn't be too hard. We're doing quite well, but yeah, not so great. Anyway, a friend request from Keep Cab. Okay, I will accept that. Let me just remove some people. As always, the rule for the live stream is if you send me a friend request while I'm live streaming, I will guarantee to accept you. If you send me a friend request outside of live stream times, I may not. It depends on really how lazy I'm feeling. But yeah, send it to me during the live stream and I'm guaranteed to accept your friend request. And if you want a sub battle, then I will also guarantee accept your friend request because I need it in order to observe. Alright, let's pull some booster packs. You have what, 3,448 gems? Let's pull a bunch, shall we? Let's pull, what should we do? Maybe 10 from the... Should we do something like 20 from the latest, 20 from the combined? Let's see what they actually have in them. There are actually more peeps than you expected considering how erratic streams have become. Yes, well, considering how non-existent streams have become. But, current amber level blizzard notwithstanding, my internet should actually be fixed. So those whole 30-second downtimes that used to kill the streams shouldn't be a thing anymore, fingers crossed. And the blizzard's been knocking us out pretty much incessantly since last night, but apart from that, we should be pretty good. Kestrel, hello, long time no see. Well, long time no see in streams. See you all the time on Discord. That's the bird. You're the Kestrel from the subreddit. Oh, you're famous, Kestrel. Nix, welcome, welcome. Tabithia, you short on gold, good price for Manta. Yeah, it's surprisingly decent. This booster doesn't seem to have anything in it that I don't already have. You know, it has like a billion cards in it. So I guess we'll focus all of our attentions on, go away, on the latest booster, because the basic booster is obviously not going to be any use to me either. I shouldn't think that's the new art for card appraiser, isn't it? Have it all, have all of that, 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 have all of that. Yeah, okay, I got all of that. All right, okay, we'll just do like a big card pull from the latest booster. Jose, you said the game doesn't have the same fun as before. Yeah, well, it's a problem. Thanks for coming back to play Mabinogi Love Strategy. Thanks, I really appreciate that. Two of the most memorable people you can remember. Who? Kestrel and Nix? Yeah. Oh, Luke and Nix. Kestrel's good. Opening booster arc, okay. How could you... Yeah. Alright, let's see if we get any luck. And by luck, I mean Succubus Queen Lilith, because apparently that's the go-to card. And the Prophet. How could you forget the MD magazines? Oh, those are good. Those are good. Let's do this in lots of 10, then. Fingers crossed, everybody. Let's see if we get any, because some of these cards are going to be cards I've literally never seen before. So this should be quite interesting. Oh, and guess what? Arcajuice is also back. Take a swig of that so that luck works in our favor. If this ever keys in. There we go. Jealous for that, Lilith? Always jealous for that, Lilith. Rookie Gambler. Disables the special ability of the opponent creature in front at the start of a turn if its rarity is higher. Oh, it's the other card. Okay. Special ability is disabled if the slot in front is empty or the rarity of the opponent creature in front is not higher than itself. Okay. Well, so one cost, I suppose. It's forcible removal. Fool's Choice. Skip battle phase and get one random resource. Fair enough, I suppose. Banishment deals 16 damage to one creature. Oh, kicking out. Is that the llama? Kick deals 16 damage to one creature. If the creature is killed by the spell, its grave cost is increased by 1. It's not terrible. I have so many gems. Yes, I do. I'm very lucky. A lot of people keep sending me gems, even though I haven't played in forever. Seclusionist Ancilli. At the end of the turn, moves in front of a random opponent creature. After moving, destroys the creature in front if it's not from CGC season. Oh, that's actually fairly decent. It's a guaranteed kill on a random creature, but still guaranteed kill. Seems to meet HP breakpoints. Not bad. And Religious Confession, which I quite enjoy that one. Alright, so that was not too bad. A whole bunch of new cards and one that's actually not a crap one. At the beginning of your turn, if the opponent front is rarity 5 or above, instantly kills the opponent. Nah, doesn't meet HP breakpoints and just never going to happen anyway. Rusty Flying Sword's always been bad. Crusader, +1 attack, defense, and HP every turn. Ooh, that's actually not bad. 1 cost. I'll have to look at that. If it goes 1, 2, 3, then that would be pretty decent. Julian, you couldn't get Camille. Ah, that sucks. Well, if I get multiple Camilles, I don't even know if they're in this pack, but if I get multiple Camilles, I'll send you one. Counter Summon, which I already have a billion of, but it's a nice new art, so hooray. I'm doing this on an emulator, so I keep making gestures with the mouse, but nobody can see that because I turned that off. Golden Garden Cat used to be so good. I loved that Garden Cat. So sad. Now it's not so great. Debithio, is anyone able to successfully obtain any 5-star bonus cards? Waste your 1500 gems on boosters for Wu Yong. Didn't get him. Don't. No, this is the first time I've played the game in like a year, so I don't even know how you get the 5-star bonus card. Just from bonuses, I guess, like the bonus pack thing. Oh. Not me yet, anyway. Golden Gravekeeper, it's okay. Kadir's Templar, meh. End of the argument. More than 4 creatures not max HP, destroys all creatures. Yeah. First cost, you might as well use Holy Spear. Banishment again. Sacred Creature Renodi, which is, I assume, who's getting booted up the backside. +1 gold at the beginning and end of a turn while in the center slot. Doesn't meet HP breakpoints. Highly expensive, not worthwhile. A bonus, that's pretty. SFN. Marionette hanging by 1 leg, nature +1. Increases 1 attack every turn and moves a slot to the left when it's attacked. After it's attacked or before it's attacked? Because that's pretty crucial. Backstreet Assassin again. Bankruptcy. If the opponent uses a card cost 8 or higher, active from grave, turns the opponent's most abundant resource into 0 and returns to hand. It's fine. Decent anti-gate to hell. Kadir's Templar. Noblesse Oblige. When your opponent uses 3 or rare creature card, activates from grave. It's alright. And another Golden Garden Cat. Choir member. At the end of the turn, heals the ally with the lowest health for its max HP -1 using the same amount of... Nope, terrible. Kadir's Treasure Room. When it takes damage. Okay, so it has to actually take damage and then it moves to the left. It's less useful. Divine Punishment does 5 damage to a random opponent. If the target has the highest rarity on the battlefield, deals additional damage equal to the sum of the opponent's resources. Not reliable. Free Summon, always fun. Golden Eagle, decent. Another bonus card, WNBP. Oh, a light card appraiser +1. That's pretty good if I remember correctly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a good card. +1 card appraisers. I can't remember whether it was the +1 mutants or just normal mutants. Kadir's Evgenia Warrior Ghana. It disappears when it comes into contact with a hero and summons a random tiger creature in that slot. Yeah, it doesn't meet HP breakpoints. 5-star SFN. Oh, King of Prophets. Hooray! It's a good card. Gimmicky, but good. Merchant Scale. Yep. Tower of Sages. Yep. Golden Eagle's fine. Ennoblement. Highest possible level. Reduces. Card Appraiser Light +1 was the best variant. In fact, I can't tell now, though. Yeah, I had a feeling, but I wasn't 100% sure. And another Noblesse Oblige. And the Salvation destroys energy, all the creatures. Yeah, I can see it. That one again. Devil Decarabia. If darkness is 4 or greater when it dies, turns into Decarabia's gem. I'll need to take a look at that. Another 4-star Divine Beast of the East. Beast of the East, Beast from the East is actually what my dad's calling our current Amber level Blizzard. When summoned, decreases defense of all opponent creatures by 3, makes the defense of all friendly creatures 4 every turn. It's not bad, actually. Meets HP breakpoints. Ultimate Attack. Activates from the grave right before a friendly creature directly attacks a hero, increases the attack of that friendly creature by 2, then returns to your hand. It's remarkably expensive. You could just use an actual... it doesn't matter. Oh, there's a marionette hanging by 1 leg. We've got the mutant variant of that. Evgenia again. Giant Rock Golem. Ennoblement again. Capture. Always good. Better in Mabinogi Duel than in Duel of Summoners. Dwarf Treasure Keeper plus no gold every turn. Screw you. The normal color variant is used a lot with the Atid combo. Not a combo I'm familiar with. I am completely out of date, but I look forward to experimenting. Witch Hunt destroys the target. Yeah, I remember that one. It was... Okay, so that was 10 out of those. Not terrible. Let's do it again. Purchase multiple, purchase 10. Alright, and now we have a long drink while it loads in, because apparently it takes forever. Oh, didn't take it forever at all this time around. Nice. Suspicious Peddler. Send a spell card from your opponent's hand into the grave. Yep, that's decent. 1 cost. Sad Frog. Turns into an angry frog when it comes in contact with a hero. When it dies, restores all friendly creatures and your own hero's HP by 1. Not bad. Not bad at all. 1 cost. Always nice. Golden Garden Cat. So sad. Makes me depressed to look at it now. Ennoblement and Banishment. Holy Missile. Pretty. Seaborn Trade. Obtain 1 to 2 resource from the most abundant type of resource amongst cards in the grave. Okay, interesting. Golden Gravekeeper. Voracity. Sacrifice a friendly creature and increases the HP of an ally and your hero for as much as the attack of the sacrificed creature. Hero HP can only be increased up to 4. Not terrible. Not amazing, but not terrible. When you kill it, it spams all creatures from the grave. Oh, yeah. I remember now. Yeah, Atid is like the new Amanza. The one that everybody has a chance of getting now. Marionette again, Vengeful Knife, Blech, Paralyzing Bullet, love it, Drinking Bet, meh. Meister Veritas, has 1 energy plus 1 energy every turn, consumes 3 energy and changes the nearest opponent creature into a Chimera at the end of the turn. When it dies, it destroys all Chimera on the battlefield. Not bad. Not bad. Provided it can get 3 energy at level 3, not terrible. Yeah, Angel Atid is the Amanza reprint. I was right. Haha. Backstreet Ogre. Meh. Golden Gravekeeper. Amintur's Black Spell Circle. Kills all creatures with 1 either in HP, attack, or defense. Meh. A Divine Beast of the West. Okay, so we have Beast of the East and Beast of the West. This guy looks kick-ass. Holy moly. That's very impressive. When summoned, decreases the attack of all opponent creatures by 2, makes the attack of all friendly creatures 4 every turn, meets HP breakpoints. Not too terrible. I like it. Ritual of Darkness. Excellent gimmicky card. Kadir's Poacher. I remember that one. Choir Member. Obsession. Seals target opponent creature and summons a treasure chest with 3 HP and defense directly in front of the creature. Yeah, that could be good, I suppose. You just hit the jackpot. Oh, Angel Atid. What? I can just feel the waves of jealousy rolling out of the live stream. Also, I like how they've literally copied Amanza's text, except himself. It's boobs. So, unless we got some weird thing happening here, yeah, that's not right. What was that? Data failed. A bit worrying. Phantom of the Mermaid. Okay, +2 attack to wolf. Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, it's Phantom of the Wolf. Okay, Golden Gravekeeper, Choir Member, Magic Library. If your hero casts a spell with this creature on the battlefield, return a spell from the grave to your hand. Hero casts a spell with this creature. Oh, no, I get it. Okay. Atid is a transgender. Well, either male to female transgender, in which case you should still reference Atid in the female, or it could be female to male and they haven't undergone the surgery yet, although that's very rare. So it would work that way around, I suppose. Atid is on her way to becoming male. Mana Floater has 1 energy, increases energy by 2 when casting a spell, summons a mana test subject in the same slot with HP equal to its energy. Oof, that's way too expensive. The -1 Angel Mutant is the better one. Alright, fine. Ruin all my fun. Could you at least pretend to be jealous for me? Eugenia Palastairs, another bonus. Hey, another light +1 card appraiser. What? You were thinking female to male pre-surgery. Yes, could be. Surprisingly rare, but always possible. Bullfighter. I did like Bullfighter when it first came out. Divine Punishment. Sad Frog. Magician of Nahal. 1 energy +1 energy. More than 3 energy. Destroys the attacking opponent. Doesn't meet HP breakpoints, but it's not too far off the resource cost, so could still be good as bait. Newbie Duelist. Yeah, 4/6 when it's summoned at level 1, but just use a fox. Illagressor's Gold Ball. Witch Hunt. Illaggressor. There we go. I already have one of her, but or a bunch of her actually. I think Golden Garden Fairy, not. Yeah. Miss Zero, you stopped playing Mabinogi Duel. Yeah, so did I, but then I asked everyone to vote on what they wanted the live stream to be on, and Mabinogi Duel was the winner, so I guess we're doing this now. Greed is good. Thief's Pocket, discards a card, steals one of the most abundant resource. Yeah, I mean, you're stealing one resource and spending 3. It's... Dread Pirate Nefer, well, she's cute as a button. When summoned, chooses a random creature and steals up to 3 points of its attack, if there is any. Doesn't meet HP breakpoints, and could steal your own creature's attack, but I guess. I mean, for a rush deck, I could see that working. And this is, yes, to Master Templar material. I made a video on him. It was fun. Dwarf Treasure Keeper, Water Drop Snake, Country Nobleman. 70 packs, you didn't get the Master of Defense. Do I want the Master of Defense? I don't know who that is. Family War, Battlefields, yeah, well, Battlefield's never full. I mean, you can, I suppose you could combine it with like a Summon Ghost and grow Mushroom or something like that, but... Ah, you're not jealous. Well, you should be. I demand that everyone be jealous. Okay, we'll do, let's say, one more 10-card poll, shall we? And then I'll still have a whole bunch of gems left over, and then if anybody wants... a Mabinogi Duel live stream again, then we can do like a 10-card pull at the beginning of every stream or something like that. You would have voted for Mario Odyssey Balloon Challenges. I don't have a Switch. I have a PC, I have a PlayStation 4, I have a 3DS, all of which I can live stream, because I do have a capture card on my 3DS, but I don't have a Switch. Dolphins and whales and a lot of good stuff in gachas. Yeah, it depends on the gacha. But yeah, I mean, Duel Links kind of had a bit of a crash and burn as regards live streamers and whales and things like that, because even the whales couldn't keep up. Counter summon? Nice, nice. You misplaced your 3DS? Gasp! How will you play 3DS games? Kadir's Monster Bird moves in front of the opponent with the highest HP every turn. At the end of the turn, drains 4 HP from the opponent creature in front and uses it to restore its HP. If that means that it can excess its own HP, then that would be good. Because you could drop it in front of somebody, immediately get up to 20 HP, and that would definitely put you outside of break points for even command hunting. But if it's literally just a restore to max, then not quite as good. Sad Frog, mana +1. Somebody tell me that's amazing. Even if it's not true. Drinking Bed, Ritual of Darkness, Summoning Commission, which is not too bad, but not amazing either. Snake Tamer Nicholas used to be great. Ultimate Attack, really don't know what's ultimate about it, but okie dokie. You had a massive SD card in it. Jeez, oh, that's going to suck. Where did you misplace it? Like at home, or do you think you left it on a bus or something like that? Because that would really suck. At least if you misplaced it in your house, you've got a chance of finding it again. Ship Captain Zionia deals 6 damage to all opponent creatures located 2 or more horizontal slots away every turn. So far left, middle. Yeah, okay, so you could, if you placed her on the far left or the far right, she could deal damage to 3 opponent creatures. You kind of need to combine her with Mistletoe, though, wouldn't you? It should be in the house. Well, okay, so that's at least a plus. Also, you can't get silver coins now. Oh. What's this? An ultra rare card. Divine Beast of the East, Blue Dragon. We have her already, but that's nice. I just hit the jackpot. I keep doing that, apparently. Divine Beast of the North, Black Torch. So I've got north, east, west. I just need south now. When someone decreases the energy of all opponent creatures by 4, turns the energy of all friendly creatures to 4 every turn. Okay. You thought it was in your Persona 5 school bag, but it wasn't there when you found it. Perhaps it slipped into the alternate dimension. Oh. Did you get a weird app appearing on your phone? Or indeed your 3DS, since they can have apps on them now. Hime says Arya Berisic, which I assume is not for me. Unlucky Cat. When any hero charges, that hero loses 1 of the obtained resource. Brutal. Interesting. I could see that working, actually. You can't be killed for less than its cost. Prevents charging. So if you're like a discarder, or you've got cards that generate resources, could be good. Vengeful Knife, nope. A Mercenary Flag, yep. Tiziana, yep. It's a great game, but you got stuck. What, Persona 5? How'd you get stuck in Persona 5? Conventicle. Not insulting, I'm just curious how you get stuck in Persona 5. Nicola, no. Vengeful thing. Small Duke Ebnici. That's female, so that's not Duke, it's a Duchess, but sure. HP cannot fall below 1 while hero's HP is 15 or higher. Good attack value as well. Interesting. Could still be turned to, you know, transformed or vanished or something like that. Destroyed. But pretty expensive. If it was like 1 resource less, I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe. If it was like 2 resources less, then yeah, definitely workable. But for 6, with all the ways you have of transforming and vanishing, oh yeah, Holy Missile destroys it, Luke. Yeah, you're quite right. You're quite right. Missed. Your old bed ate your copy of Legend of Zelda for the 3DS. Okay, you keep losing things. Leek, just haven't been able to kill the second boss. Always so close. Which one's the second boss? Remind me. I played the game like twice. I finished it and then immediately started playing it again, but I cannot remember who the second boss is. Your favorite is a hidden spider. You love it. I was like, where, what, in Persona 5? Or what are we talking about now? Legend of Zelda? I'm so confused. Blue Scale Snake. Backstreet Ogre. Magic Garden Fairy. Cute Cherry Stem. You know where I'm going with this. Divine Beast of the South. We have north, east, south, and west Divine Beasts now. When some decreases HP evolved upon creatures, makes the HP of all friendly creatures 10 each turn. That, well, depending on how that rises, that could be good, could be terrible. The artist one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember that one. Vaguely. Yeah, that was actually a fairly tricky fight. That card sells for a lot. Which one, Tabithia? The stream's on kind of a delay, so I'm seeing everybody's messages like a minute and a half after they post them. So you need to specify. Also, can I just say, every time I read your name, I think of the Bridge of Terabithia, and it depresses me very much. It's so sad. Beginning of Tragedy. Okay, so mental note for all would-be assassins, maybe don't make your poison glow, but other than that. Activates from the grave when a creature from the friendly battlefield moves to the opponent battlefield, turns the moving creature into a failed test subject and returns them to your hand. Okay. Okay, alright, no, I get that. It's anti-capture. It's anti-capture. So if it returns to your hand, you'll regain the cost of it. That's actually pretty good. I like that one. Missed. Will I ever get a Switch? I may. I'm not sure. Switch, like all Nintendo consoles, not handhelds, but actual consoles, they're very much sort of group consoles. You get the most benefit out of them, in my experience, when you've got like a lot of friends and you can come over and you can play the games together. It's awesome. They don't tend to excel so much at single player games, although obviously they've got some really good ones like Breath of the Wild and whatnot. So it's one of those things where it's like, I already have a PC, I have a PS4, I have a 3DS. Do I really need a Switch? I'm not sure, but I might. Tabithia, you meant the one I pulled. I pulled a whole bunch of them. Julian, you saw the Light Elf for 800,000? You think the guy was drunk? Zix, I remember you doing 1 or 2 Pokemon videos. Do I play Pokemon competitively too? I've never gone to tournaments, but yeah, I mean, I played in the online leaderboards and tournaments and championships and things like that, and I play on Pokemon Showdown sometimes when I want to muck around. Got pretty high, top 10 in the UK at one point, I think. Can I make more strategies and tips videos, Naimi? For Mabinogi Duel, honestly, this live stream has proven to be significantly more popular than I thought it was going to be. So, yeah, I mean, I might start making more Mabinogi Duel videos again. Ark has no friends. I have no friends. Well, yeah, I had like an ending of that sentence regarding the Switch, playing with friends. I live out in the middle of nowhere in Scotland, right? The nearest thing that can be considered a city to me is about a 25-minute drive away. I'm in the middle of, I'm at the bottom of a valley surrounded by a forest bordered by rivers. If anybody wants to get to me, they kind of have to work hard at it. It's one of the reasons why the internet's so terrible as well. The gold camp card, you mean, Tabitha? You forget the name. Was it the Divine Beast of the North? I think it was North. Oh, Small Duke, right. Could be the Small Duke. Cool. Switch is good for playing long RPG games on the go, so you always have something to do. Yeah, no, true. Yeah, I mean, because you got the detachable thing. Fortunately, I don't really need to... Well, two things with that. One, I don't tend to really need to be on the go much. I don't have a commute anymore. Two, this is the wilds of Scotland. Even if I did have a commute, there's no Wi-Fi or anything. I'm pretty sure you need the Wi-Fi to hook it up. I'm not sure about that, though. Let me know. RPGs are a new experience when you play them in quick bursts through the day. I can see that. You live good, then the city's stressful? Yes, I lived in Tokyo, although I was smart enough to live on the outskirts of it, so yeah. I would not want to live in the center. No. Astrologist Amintur, her HP. Really? Really? Her HP? Are we sure? Does not fall below 1 for 4 turns when summoned. Every time your opponent plays a spell card, deal 3 damage to the opponent hero. Okay. Unfortunately, it's blue. Otherwise, it would go really well with Counterspell. But, that's not terrible. That's not terrible. Sacred Creature Vida. -1 to the opponent's most abundant resource at the start of a turn while in the center slot. Does not meet HP breakpoints, and it's ridiculously expensive. There's supposed to be a little baby cow, I think. Yeah. Which makes sense, because Veda, any Indian viewers can correct me. I'm pretty sure Veda or Veda is a sacred thing in Hinduism. Let me know if I'm wrong. Dying makes a random opponent creature's attack, defense, or HP into 1. Okay, yeah, I can see that. 1 cost, so depending on its growth over its levels, that could still be really good. Did I just assume her gender? I questioned her gender. It's a different thing entirely. To be fair, I question most people's gender. Someone introduce themselves to me and they'll say, "Hi, I'm Barry," and I'll go, "Are you really? Are you really?" Ship Captain Zionia again. Beast of the South. And Religious Confession. Missed. Arc. If you won't get a Switch for the portability, get it for the exclusives. Bayonetta. I do like me a bit of Bayonetta. SMT. Shin Megami Tensei is going to be Switch exclusive. Please tell me that's not true. Because if it is, I'm going to have to get a Switch. I've played like every single SMT and Persona game ever. Fire Emblem. Yeah, I do enjoy myself a bit of Fire Emblem. I really do. I very seldom manage to finish them. I don't know why. I just cannot seem to focus on strategy games. Those kind of like square-by-square strategy games. Although Shining Force was like my favorite ever. And No More Heroes. Yeah, No More Heroes. I like that one. Still, Bayonetta is very tempting. But SMT, if that is truly Switch exclusive... I may need to rob a bank. Rise of the People, summons 2 citizens. Don't see why you'd want to do that. Never mind, doesn't matter. Ennoblement, a fool's choice. And that's it for that. Okay. The 5th is SMT5 is a Switch exclusive. I hate you, Mist. Why do you do these things to me? Okay, so that's us pulled, what, 30 cards? Right, I'm going to go back in and just go away. Pokemon Switch is going to be groundbreaking. You can feel it. Yeah, Pokemon on a console. That would be nice. I mean, Monster Hunter World has proven, I think, that you can take something off the handheld, put it onto the console, and people will just absolutely adore it. So I would love to see them doing that with Pokemon. I really would. On the other hand, again, means I'm going to have to buy a freaking Switch. Why does everybody do these things to me? Okay, so I'm going to go through all of these things and the tickets, and if anybody wants me to add them to my friends list, etc., let me know. And then while I'm doing all of this, tidying up all of this nonsense, quick vote in the chat. Do you want to see more card pulls from the boosters? Because I know that's weirdly popular. Do you want to see me flailing around in some battles? Do you want to challenge me personally, or do you want to do sub-battles? Please say sub-battles. They're the best. Pokemon Switch is going to be a hot mess. You're not so sure about Pokemon Switch? Well, if they do it right, if they do it in the way that the Monster Hunter World guys, Capcom guys have done it, then it's going to be absolutely phenomenal, and people are going to fall over themselves getting. I mean, they're going to fall over themselves getting hold of it anyway. Of course they are, but it could be phenomenal if they do a really good job of it. But who knows? Did I get the new duck card? I don't remember getting a duck, so I'm going to assume no. Should I be aiming for the duck? I'll add you three guys in just a second. Should I be aiming for a duck? What's special about the duck? You don't consider the Switch as a portable console? It's definitely not as much of a portable console, no. But console. Yes, I remember you, Russian. Welcome back. Thank you. May I ask about the major changes to the game? It's almost 2 years now since I played Mabinogi Duel. It's almost a year since I played Mabinogi Duel. I wasn't honestly intending on playing it again, but everybody wanted this to be the live stream, so this is the live stream. You saw the Switch as this ultra expensive handheld. Later realized it was a console. Yeah. Oh, I have some gem gifts to give away. Okay. Leaky sent a friend request. Yes, I'm going to add Swim 3, Ariel Kamal, and Share. I'll add you guys now. Naimi, more battle videos. Okay, what kind of battle videos? Sub-battle videos or videos where where I do the battling? What do we got here? Okay, so Quintana hasn't been around in 234 days. The Mana Ducks card. It's Ducks. I certainly don't remember picking up any Mana Ducks cards. May not have been in the latest booster. I'm not sure. Miss, do you want to be able to sub-battle this stream? Maybe next stream if you let me ahead by a day? Yep, sure. Well, I mean, this seems to have been remarkably popular, so I'm going to assume people will want another one of these Mabinogi Duel live streams on Monday. If the internet holds still. The Blizzard thing is supposed to last until March 12th, but I'm not sure about it. The internet's been holding up okay so far, so I'm going to start trying the daily live streams now. So next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, all live stream days. Maybe not all Mabinogi Duel days, but definitely all live stream days. So, but I'll just say now, Monday, Mabinogi Duel live stream. What were we saying? It's you, Aria? Yes, I assumed as much, Aria. Or a few hours so you can install it, Mist. Yep, no problem. It's a capitalized I remember. In the cards, in the front, in the... Yes, no problem. Okay, so it's not Arial Kmal, it's Ariai Kmal? Okay. Anyway, Swin 3, I assume that's actually supposed to be swine. My lead speaker, Seraster. And Share. Hello, Zakoner. Welcome to the stream. Nice to have you. Okay. And that is finally done. Whoo! Oh, and I leak. Okay. Did I... No, I didn't remove enough people. I'll remove somebody else now. Again, as always, for the people who are new, if you send me a friend request while I'm on stream... Oh, Elora. I'm going to have to remove her. That's a big shame. Do a raffle contest and the winner gets the privilege of buying me a Switch. Yeah, I'm sure people would fall over themselves for that opportunity. Yes, if anybody wants to buy their way into my affections, I'm very easily bought. Ikatipoi. Yes, Mabinogi. I never thought I'd come back. Keep getting sent for a request. Okay, friend requests away. Piestro, make a deck with the new cards. All right, yeah, okay, sure. You just really want me to fail... Crash and burn miserably. Okay. Luke, it's unfortunate you can only see this stream. You can't see the streams next week? Off doing things? Luke votes for you to be the winner, Mist. I suspect that's going to be a common thread. Alrighty. Let's see how rusty I gotten. Yeah, I gotten very rusty at Mabinogi. If this was Duel of Summoners, no problem. No worries. But, where's my art juice? Here it is. But yeah, Mabinogi Duel, especially with cards I've never played with before. Yeah. Oh, Ariel, come on. Okay, fine. Let's do it. I'll run this budget deck that I created like 2 years ago. No stream sniping now. I'm kidding. Stream snipe away. I don't care. Hello. Sorry I disturb. Nice to meet you. She's supposed to talk in broken English? I actually don't know who she is. Some collaboration character from somewhere, but I've got no idea where from. Heffalumps and flapdoodles. School starts again Monday, does it, Luke? Nah, that sucks. That sucks. Okay, now I forget what my common counters to these things were. Let's see. You're going with Kestrel. Make a deck with the new cards. Alright, alright. After this, I'll make a deck with the new cards. I have a Teed, which is fine. Do I have? I do. Doesn't he have the advantage of seeing everything I do? Yeah, if he chooses to stream snipe and observe everything I do, then yeah, he has that advantage. But I've always allowed people to do this, and I don't hide my cards or anything like that. If people want to stream snipe, they can. It's not a big deal. Let's see, where are we at with this? Let's do this. That Guilty Gear character is the one that damages the opponent for using damaging cards, right? I mean, in Guilty Gear, well, I don't know. I don't have cards in that. No, this one is when any hero uses a creature card, there's a 30% chance of increasing its attack by +1, and if I'm below 50% health, that effect only applies to me. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with that, honestly. Wolf King Borrow deck used to be great, but everyone seems to know what's up as soon as you play Great Harvest. Yeah. I remember Wolf King Borrow decks. Yeah, they were not super duper fun to fight against. Similar sort of thing. It was, what was it? Light Wolf King Borrow +1, and then there was Light Elf King Triss, or Elf Hero Triss +1. That was also a pain. Fair enough. And let's do this. Charged additional resources. New deck with sexy girl cards, says Julian. Alright, new deck is going to feature some sexy girl cards. We need a mirror match with slap decks and only that Guilty Gear character that has the ability you mentioned in the game. Fair enough, Mist. Fair enough. What works best against the ambush card I played? A whole bunch of things, honestly. It's not... You know, I'll just do this very quickly. It's not the most difficult card to play around in the game, but I find that it does tend to throw a lot of people off. For some reason, a lot of players don't expect it. We'll go into it later on. Like obviously Goblin Bomb Squad's a standard counter to that sort of thing. Anything that can outlast it is also a good counter. You can remove it later on by using things, you know, like Hellhounds and whatnot. Let's force a response from Arya here, and we'll keep... Yeah, we'll keep the other one in the grave, that's fine. There's also cards, of course, that when something is played in front of them, they deal damage to it. Jane, if I remember correctly, is one of those. Interesting. Cat box. Are we going for some sort of gimmick play here? No, we can't be. We used to use cat box to charge up Jurgen, I think it was. That was a standard play, wasn't it? You know what? I'm thinking we'll do this. Now, this didn't used to... Yeah, there we go. It didn't use... The description was wrong. I wasn't sure whether they'd updated the effects so that the description was correct, because the description says it's going to kill... it's going to freeze a friendly creature, but it never did. I wasn't sure if it was going to that time. So it was a bit of an experiment. I wasn't entirely sure what was going to happen with that card. There's no such thing as an AoE green in my experience, so I don't think Arya can stop me here. Good job. Well done, Arya. You done good. You done good. Mist, you still want more spell-based creatures? That would be nice. That would be nice. And Skeleton Knight gets the thing. Clackety Creek. Clackety Creek. Well played, Aria. Aria. Just Aria. It's Aria for now. Well played, Aria. Good game, good game. Mabinogi Duel. Whippy. Hello, Whippy. Welcome back. The cat box is such a nice card. Yeah, it's a fun card, definitely. It's an enjoyable card. But apart from its short-lived use as a gimmick to bring out Jurgen, it never really saw any serious play, unfortunately. Earthquake. Monsieur, I have no idea what that means, but sure. Okay. Plus 5 gems for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, so we got a whole bunch of tickets. Yay. Earthquake is one. Oh, right. Earthquake. Yes, okay. Earthquake is one, but yeah. I mean, when I say there's no green removals, there is Earthquake, but since literally nobody uses it, it's never... I just keep forgetting that it's even in existence. Okay. Let's see. We got a couple more friend requests, so I'll add those now. Vola and Katipo. I have to peer close. It's really bad, you know, light grey writing on a white background. Who does that? Okay, so Jukisha, gotta be deleted. Ikataboy, big fan. Of me or of the cat box or the earthquake spell? Steve Rogers. Man, all these people I remember is all like coming back to me now. Still sharp, are you? Well, you know. Using a budget deck that's the playstyle never really changes, although I must admit it was difficult getting back into the swing of the ambush vine and stuff like that. I'm just not used to it anymore, having played Duel of Summoners where they just, you know, wasn't a thing for the longest time. Miss, use the mana version of Earthquake. Really? Any particular reason why mana version of Earthquake over just a standard Firewall? Yay, Mabinogi Duel, Panda Man. Yay. Tibithia. Vola, that's you. Hey, welcome. Okay, good. Well, you've been added. A lot of people have been added, actually, now. So that's nice. There we go. Hey, there's you know, Whippy, Aria, Leech, Luke, Kibakab, and Gin Tonics. All these names from the past. Look at all these levels as well. 86 and 169 down here. And here's me at 47. I'm going to start uploading videos and things again of like, potential decks for Mabinogi Duel, and the comment section just going to be full of, why are you only level 47? You're obviously crap. Okay, so the requests in the chat, depressingly, were for me to build a deck out of the new cards that I got, predominantly featuring sexy ladies. Or sexy transgender people who have the appearance of being ladies, because the gendered pronouns that are used in these cards descriptions are just completely randomized, I think. Which is weird. I mean, it's not like Korea doesn't have gender pronouns. I don't know why they find it so difficult to just... You know, it has boobs, it's a woman, okay? Let's just do that as the rule for these things so that people don't get confused. It messes with cards that need to be placed in certain spots. I can see that. Plus non-targeting AoE. Well, firewalls are non-targeting AoE, but fair enough. I've generally found that you know, firewall just obliterates things regardless of placement, but if it works for you, then great. As I say, I haven't been playing for a year, so I assume you're better educated in what works in Mabinogi Duel at the moment than I am. Is that Petrify? Yeah. Korea likes traps. Well, Korea does... Am I thinking of Korea? No, I think I'm thinking of Indonesia. One of those kind of Southeast Asian countries is very famous for its very attractive ladyboys. Can't remember which one now. Doesn't matter. Okay, what about man boobs? Yes, well, oops, dang. Oh, I was going to do that anyway. What hero is it? Oh, it's the guy's name I always forget, and you guys always remind me. It's the big guy, and when you hit him, his man boobs used to jiggle, which was the funniest thing ever, and it doesn't happen anymore because... Zakona, what is my name? My name? The Arcadean? Catiploid, big fan of me playing Mabinogi and accepting the friend request. Anytime, anytime. Thailand, could be Thailand. It's probably Thailand, actually, yeah, because it's Thai ladyboys are the very famously attractive ladyboys, isn't it? No. Japan, Korea, and Thailand. Well, Japan does have some very, like, ridiculously, like, beautiful in an effeminate way men in it. Just really gorgeously sculpted. I mean, I'm not gay, but really gorgeous looking men in Japan. Just, like, weirdly so. Like, you walk through Shinjuku or Shibuya, you walk past, you know, I-09 or something like that, and it's like they've stepped out of some sort of catalog. Whoop, that's sloth. I'm going to delete sloth. Romeo. Delete. And Mr. R0048, which feels like it's lead speak, but I've got no idea. Okay. Let's build a deck then, shall we? Yep, doesn't count as new cards anymore. Okay. Then let's start with the CGCP, SFNP, SFN, because I stopped just before SFN came out. What else? Probably EXT. Did we pick up any EXTs? I have no idea. Castiff. Thank you, Ziggs. Yes, that's the one. Castiff. Most guys are not comfortable with their heterosexuality to admit when they see a good-looking guy. Well, there's nothing wrong with... I've always said there's nothing wrong with saying that somebody's beautiful when they're beautiful. And as I say, some of the guys, not everywhere, most of them just standard, you know, nice-looking guys. Not very many fat people in Japan. It's the diet. But yeah, Shibuya or Shinjuku, everybody's just so fashionable, and the hair, and they've all got, like, you know, like foundation and stuff on, and the accessories. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous men walking down there. You feel like you're in the middle of a shampoo advert. J-pop, K-pop idols, yes. Angel Atid has a gender-confusing description. You just got that card today. Yes, yeah, Atid is actually what started us off, I think, on this whole thing. I actually have a lot of these cards now. I pulled a lot of them. All right, so let's start. I have no idea where to start. I literally turned this on again. This is the one I think that Tabithia was saying was you could sell for a lot. I literally turned this game on for the first time to play like an hour ago in almost a year. So I have no idea where to begin with these things anymore. So let's go with something that looks like it's going to be fairly simple to build around. Nothing too complex. And ideally nothing massively expensive either. Let's see if we can keep it to 4 or under resources. Amintor? Could be. I'd like to, when I'm getting back into a game like this, I like to stick to my comfort zone as much as possible. So build something, build a tempo control deck that doesn't rely on single cards. You know, it can have a single card as a finisher, but it doesn't rely on single cards. So I try to keep the level 1 resource cost to about 4 or 5 or lower if I possibly can. Obviously there are exceptions, but as a general rule, 4 or 5 or lower. So Undertaker is interesting. What's his growth? 1, 2, 3, 7, and 9. But that never changes. Not that it would. Not that it should change. Not that it could get any better than that. But it's a possibility. A possibility. What was Ship's Doctor? No, that's terrible. Unlucky Cat. We'd need to build like a whole big thing around it. Any of the Divine Beasts worth using? I don't know. I'd need to experiment with them. Marionette. Nah, doesn't meet HP breakpoint. Dread Pirate Nefer's kind of a Pirate Red Eye, but a little bit more difficult to get out. Eyeless Marionette wouldn't survive. Build a single resource mana. No. Mist, you're leaving right now. Okay, see ya. Next Mabinogi Duel livestream on Monday. So if you want to get involved in sub battles and things, just be prepared. But thanks for stopping by. Elephant Battle Core, no, don't really like those moving ones. Divine Beast, energy based, not quite so useful. Okay, there's Monster Bird. Could be good, would need to experiment to see if it could exceed its maximum HP. Warrior Ganat, no, those was HP breakpoints are wrong. Nope, that's an energy thing. You need to build around that. Seizure. Nefer, Kawaii. Who's Nefer? Let's reset this. Okay, so we... oh yes, yes, she is. She's very cute. Cute as a button. Freakish eyes, but adorable. Zakona, you're Thailand. What I do see is that if you play the game. Not 100% sure what you mean. Julian, maybe a 2 resource deck? No, I know the only reason to ever go 2 resource or 1 resource is if you're basically running gimmick or some sort of all-in rush. I am definitely not a 1 or 2 camp player. I am very definitely in the 3 camp slot. No Amantur. Was it Amentur? Yeah, there it is. Amentur. Her HP, yeah. Does not fall below 1 for 4 turns when summoned. Yeah, that's right. Every time your opponent plays a spell, card. Yeah, no, it's not bad actually. I could work with that. Possibly. Use Ganat, says Kestrel. Is this 2016? Well, the last time I was seen playing Mabinogi Duel. Yeah, I'm not so fond of him. Expensive, easy to remove. At level 1, he could be removed for literally half his cost. Or her, God knows. Luke, if you and Nix are going to fight, do let me know. We'll jump in and spectate. When in doubt, capture. Yeah, capture's always a good one. I'm just looking for a really nice new card that I picked up that we can run with. Let's go with gold then. Start out here. Let's build something in here anyway. We'll start with this. So start with the paralyzing bullet because it's just nice. Golden bomb squad, probably flame emission. Actually, let's not go with the cheap looking golden bomb squad. Let's go for one of the nice ones. I forgot that was a thing in this. I'm so used to Duel of Summoners now not having worn value levels. So, nothing new so far. I'm trying to get one of the new cards we picked up. Can try one of the Divine Beasts. Cost too many resources, you think the 5-star one could do. Could do. Maybe. I have too many cards. Why do I have... Oh, right, because one of them's a mutant. All these old cards I'd completely forgotten even existed. So many collabs. Next new battling? Okay, we'll quickly jump in and spectate that one then. There we go. It's not keyed in for us yet. There we go. Spectate. Beginning of tragedy? Maybe. Okay, what do we got? Luke up at the top and Nyx down the bottom. Luke with the neutral hero and Nyx with L, looks like. Both of them running triple colors. Both of them running 1 mutant. So, Luke opens with an Imp. Nyx Stalker could deal with that with a magic missile and does. And down goes Impy Boy. Lucarcry can now go back onto the defensive footing, try to regain some resources, or can continue to go aggressive, hoping to drain Nyx's resources. He goes aggressive. Nyx could answer with a hunt or a gold removal. Goes for the Goblin Shredder. Always a nice counter to green creatures, especially at level 1. Beginning Tragedy is a nice looking card. Fair enough, we could go with that because it's nice looking. Magic Missile comes out, counters the Goblin Shredder. Both players are operating on more or less equal resources. Nyx gets to level up first, but nobody has any creatures out on the field. So, let's see. A discard into green and a summon of the Desert Fox, which is adorable. I haven't seen that card before. Look at his little face. Why do I not have a Desert Fox? Somebody give me a Desert Fox. Out comes the Hidden Spider in answer to the Book of Knowledge, Lucarcry cast. That puts 8 damage out onto Nick Stalker's field, and Luke's in awkward situation with that. Well played by Nick Stalker there. Liam, hello, welcome to the stream. We're doing a sub-battle. I was going to say sub-battles, but we're doing a sub-battle at the moment. Cat shop, off we go. You can get Desert Fox off the cat shop, can you? Okay, I may jump in there. Which Cheshire mana +1? Oh, Slothmoth would be so proud. So that's going to be blocking the Desert Fox, unfortunately, of course. Oh, interesting. Amintor's blue spell circle turns into a frozen creature. Nyx is going to charge and skip. Lucarcry quoting from Fist of the North Star. He's already dead. Was it something Wo Shindaru? I forget what the actual... Am I Wo Shindaru? Something? Somebody quote Fist of the North Star. You're pretty sure you can. Well, we'll take a look, Lee, because look at his little face. Look at his little face. I'll include him in every one of my decks. He's far too cute. Out comes a tiger. -2 attack to the creatures in front, and but the secondary effect of lowering the attack of the creatures on the opposite sides of the creature in front only works if there is a creature in front. So that's unfortunate. Command hunting. Down goes that tiger. Omewa shinduru. Omaewa, probably. Mo shindaru. Omaewa shinderu. Nani? Gomenasai, Nihongo wo amari hanasemasen. 1 year without practice is no good. Like, yeah, I know how you feel. Julian, OMG, how you dare to destroy Cheshire. I know. How could anybody beat up Cheshire? It's unacceptable. I used to play Penguin because Penguin is an adorable penguin. And the description of it was everyone will feel bad if they kill it. So far, in my gaming experience, nobody has ever felt bad about killing my penguins. Nyx is charging up, leaving his 2 creatures on the battlefield and maintaining a nice little resource lead there. Luke has enough to bring out a light removal if he wanted to, and if he had it, but we don't know. When you get a flat tire, La Car Cry. Ha ha ha. Get it? Car Cry? But Wiggins, yes. You just kill everything you play. So yes. Nyx has always been a very, very good control player. Very good at maintaining battlefield presence. So let's see. Lucarcry can still, of course, pull his back. Luke is no slouch when it comes to Mabinogi Duel either. Years break or not. So let's see what he decides to go for. Holy Missile onto the Desert Fox. Down goes that little adorable puppy. Out comes the Barbarian on Nyx's side. A safe play and a discard into mana, which could be counter summon, counter spell, free summon. Could be in any number of things. Command hunting is still a good card, yeah. Well, I mean, removal cards that deal equal to or greater damage than hunt, surprise attack, a holy missile, magic missile, that kind of thing for comparable cost. Always going to be good. I mean, a card that costs the same as hunt and does more damage than hunt. Very nice, very nice. Better not be that Master Templar. Out comes the Eagle. That's going to take care of the Hidden Spider. Down that one goes. Still got 10 damage out onto the field. Now, Nyx could... Now, I'm pretty sure... Okay, so Luke's going for a block with Lady Share, a cheap block. Nyx is going for the Undine. Interesting. I was going to say there's a possibility of like a mana Arrow of Revenge that, and then a removal onto Lady Share would have worked. But looks like Nyx is going for a strong Field Flood play unless Lucarcry has Holy Spear or something equivalent to. It looks like he's in a lot of trouble here. So let's see what he decides to do. Out of curiosity, can anybody, / everybody, hear the music and sound effects from the game? Or have I turned the audio down too low? Let me know. Okay, Lucarcry charges up. Did it go into a color he needed? We can but wait and see. It's a tricky situation for him to be in. Not quite enough resources for... Okay, going for a turn to frog. A delaying tactic there, perhaps, unless he decides to bring out something from light. The Cockcry is merciless. Nick Stalker must feel useless. When did he start commentating? I don't remember that. Lee, can't hear much. Okay, I'll turn the desktop audio up a teeny weeny bit then. Okay, that's it up a little bit more. Let me know if and when it works out. And that should be that. Yeah, okay, so what's his name? Nata charges up, and between Nata, Dundeen, and the frog, that is going to spell Lucarcry's death. Good game, says Luke. Good game to both Lucarcry and Nick's Stalker there. Nick's ending on a 666 resources, which I'm sure Lucarcry feels is appropriate. And Nick Stalker's final blow by Undine. The duel ends with victory by Nick Stalker at the bottom. Well played to both players then, and yay! Our first sub-battle. Huzzah! I do so enjoy sub-battles. Friend request from Estados, so I will add you now. Once again, for anybody who's new, if you send me a friend request while I'm doing the live stream, I will guarantee add you to my friend list. So, Rivensteel, I'm afraid you've been gone for 176 days. You're going out of the friends list. Sorry. Estaros is added instead. Alrighty, now, I have a whole bunch of gem rewards here. So I have a 5 and I have a 3. How many of these can I give away? 4 of those. 4 of those, perfect. Okay, so that's 8 gems all told. Let's say Lucarcry, to be honest, you had no hope of winning from the very beginning. There's always a chance you'll win. You're a good player. Yeah, what was I saying? Yes. So 8 gems here. Let's say anybody who signs up for a sub battle. Let's say anybody who signs up for a sub battle. The first 4 people to sign up for a sub battle, I will send 8 gems to. Okay, so the first two people to fight. So, if you want to get involved in the sub battle, which is what you've just seen happen, let me know in the chat. You can challenge somebody in particular, or you can just open yourself up to a challenge, like Whippy's done. The first 4 people, well, 3 now, because Whippy's technically signed up. The next 3 people to sign up for a sub battle will get 8 gems. Kestrel says that was a good game. It was a good game. I have my mango juice here as well. Keep going to pick up my arc juice and pick up my mango juice instead. All right, while the bribery is sinking in, we're going to look. Oh yes, what I was going to find that desert fox, wasn't I? Haha. Go away, Scam Cat. Nobody likes you. Stop pulsing at me. It's freaking me out. I have all of that. And, Zixdro, you think you want to do one? Good. Lucarcry, you'll sign up again for the next batch. Good, good. Okay, I'm gonna add you. Return of the post-it notes. Okay. Zach Honer, goodbye, and see you again. Bye. Thanks for stopping by the stream. I appreciate it. Okay, so Whippy, Lucarcry, and Zix. Whippy, pen has no ink in it. And Kestrel. Okay, good. So that's the 4. Let me just write you guys' names down. Whippy, Luke, what was it? Zix. That pen also has no ink in it. I have a 3rd pen. Let's do it. Lich, you spotted a way to cheese a Scam Cat a little. Do tell, do tell. Zix and Kestrel. Okay. Terabithia. I always fear trading rare cards back and when a cat merchant pops up. Well, you never need to worry about that if you always say, go away, Scam Cat. Let's go to somebody who didn't play yet. Okay, well, if anybody else wants to sign up for sub battles, you will get 8 gems regardless if you win or lose. Just sign up for the sub battle. If nobody signs up in the next couple of minutes, then Luke will play. And if nobody does, then Luke will be included. So, Whippy, I'm assuming you are W5WL, if I remember correctly. Luke Harkrai, obviously. Luke Harkrai, I don't even know why I'm writing that down. I know what your username is. Luke Harkrai 08. Zixdro, do I have you on my friends list? And if I do, what is your username? So I can send you the gems. And Kestrel, do I have you on my friends list? And if so, what is your username? So I can send you the gems. Zix, you don't have to friend request me. If you tell me your username, I can just send you the gems, but I do need to know what your username is. Leek, when he pulses close and stops for a very small while, he's more likely to let you change your cards or his cards. Oh, okay, cool. There you go. Tips from Leek. If anybody wants to slightly cheese the cat merchant, that's a way of doing it. Zix, you let me know. Okay, cool. Yes. And as I say, Kestrel, I need to know your username so I can send you the gems as well. And I will send the gems after the fight, just to make sure that everybody who signs up does in fact actually fight and doesn't just sign up for the gems and then never fights. Not that I mistrust you people, but you know. Okay. Oh yes, and while I'm waiting for that friend request to come in, where is the catch-up? There it is. Let's see if I can find myself a little thing. Lich is pronounced lich. It's not, and I refuse to pronounce it the American way. It's lich. Traditionally speaking, it's lich. I understand that it's your name and you're allowed to pronounce it however you like, but I absolutely refuse to pronounce lich as though it's an itch. All right? Kestrel, your IGN is Regen. Okay, I'm pretty sure I knew that one, but good to have it there. Okay, well, it was Desert Fox, wasn't it? So we'll just do Desert. Yes, there he is. It's so cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, purchase. I mean, it's stupid. There's no reason to purchase this card. I mean, 3 and 5, going up to 5 and 11. Yeah, might as well go with Leopard, but it's so cute. Okay, get that ticket, and yes, I apologize. Okay, Zixdro. All right, perfect, excellent. Okay, so it doesn't look like anybody else wants to sign up for the sub battles. So, oh yeah, I gotta remove somebody, don't I? So, once I've accepted this friend request, we will get the fights started. And Luke, you will be included, and we'll get the 8 gems. Huzzah! Who are we getting rid of? Zik, which again is sad because, you know, used to be a regular. It's very, very sad. But not been around in 177 days, so yeah. Okay, good. Done and done. All right, so let's say... all right, well, we'll do it in the order they were written down. Let's say Whippy versus Luke and Zix versus Kestrel. So, Whippy versus Luke. If you guys are ready, challenge each other to... Or let me know in the chat. Challenge each other to a fight and let me know when you're in. And I will sit here and refresh this over and over again. People come and go, Pojishini. They do indeed. They do indeed. But it's nice to see the ones that stick around. Nix, he can't give you a rematch because he's got to do a proper fight now. Oh, Estaros, thank you very much for the gems. Those will go towards more booster pack pulls. I will add you now, Reagan, since apparently I didn't have you before, which is odd, but okay. Pandatoon is going to go. You guess you're ready, Luke. Is anyone ever really ready to fight Whippy? It's always the most surreal experience of everyone's life, is fighting Whippy. No burn intended. No burn intended, but, yeah. Okay, well, they're in. Woo! Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. Lukaku up at the top. Neutral, 1 mutant, 3 colors. Whippy down at the bottom. Using the... oh, I forget her name now, actually. But again, triple colors, no mutants on Whippy's side. Interesting. A mutantless deck. This could be intriguing. Alright, let's find out. So far, players are playing very defensively. Luke opens up with a Lorna, always a nice open, because again, it never loses its, never gains grave cost. That's what I'm stumbling towards saying. So, Fiery Zealot comes out, which is the Golden Bomb Squad equivalency, and that's going to be a decent counter. Although, of course, Whippy might decide to remove Lorna now with the Spelton. Decides to go with... Ooh, very interesting. Lichy Fei Ling decides it comes out, removes that, and then switches right back where it used to be. Elbrack, thank you, Lich. I'll call you Lich because you helped me out just that one time. Very, very interesting. I've always enjoyed her. She's always been a favorite of myself, and I know Pegasus as well. Out comes the just a field of fire, taking care of both of those. So both players doing not too badly for resources. Whippy a little bit low on the nature, but doing extremely well for the light. And both players, of course, up at level 2 now, and pretty neck and neck as regards HP. So let's see. Whippy goes for pure defensive. Luke brings out the Hermit Share. Interesting. Just forcing an answer. Out comes a Golden Garden Cat. Not as good as it used to be, but still decent. Decent. Let's see. Whippy decides to charge. He's going to wait to see what Luke does. Luke now is at 666. So the Mark of the Beast has now attached itself to Luke. Let's see if he can use its demonic power to really bring the fight home to Whippy. Command Hunting comes out, takes care of that Golden Garden Cat. Down it goes, leaving Hermit Share alone on the field. So once again, Whippy needs to play a creature or remove it with a spell, because he really doesn't want that to transform. Fortunately for Whippy, wow, okay, Rise of the People brings out 2 citizens. Very interesting. Very interesting. So, let's see how that goes. Intriguing moves here. We've seen Lichy, which is an excellent card, but not seen very often. In the Rise of the People, or whatever the hell it's called, that summons the 2 citizens. Lukaku's got more than enough resources to answer those 2, but of course in answering them, in killing them, he will give Whippy back 2 light. So decides to go for a Leopard as a block/kill on the following turn, and leaves the other citizen open. So this is going to take Luke down to 22 HP, leaving Whippy up at 32. Difference of 10 HP, but not too terrible. Closer Mistletoe comes out, shoves everybody, but they were already over there. Kills Share, weakens the Leopard enough for the citizen to deal with it, and ouch. So that's what, 8 plus 5, that's 13 damage now out onto the field that Lukaku absolutely needs to answer. Very interesting. Very interesting. With the weirdest cards, Whippy's managed to get a fairly solid amount of damage out onto the battlefield. So let's see. Luke's doing very well for resources, better in fact than Whippy is, but Whippy's got battlefield control. Luke resurrects from the grave, which obviously hurts, and brings out the Forest Fire. So that's going to kill the 2 citizens, weaken Mistletoe, and give Whippy back 2 light resources. So let's see what he decides to do with them. Tabithia, you think Mistletoe was the most expensive card at one point. It was extremely expensive at one point, but it was never the most expensive card. The most expensive card has always been Dark Capture, which used to go for like 5 million or some ridiculous number. Luke, today's your day. I believe in you, Luke. I mean, you're, what is that, 28 HP down, but I believe in you. No flame emission, said Lee. Not so far. Not so far. So let's see. Command Hunting comes out. That is going to take care of the Missile Team. Luke levels up to 3. Whippy taken a slight lead in resources, but nobody has any battlefield control here. And of course, there's always a danger with that when you play a creature card, you're opening it up to a counter from your opponent. So let's see. Whippy decides to go for a charge on the first one, brings out a Goblin Shredder, which is a very interesting choice, since that's usually a counter card rather than a blatantly offensive one. But let's see. It could have saved him. Flame Mission, yeah. Well, Flame Mission would have been a very solid just removal. But if Luke doesn't have it, you're faced with 2 remarkable opponents. Yes, I mean, definitely. Nyx and Whippy are both absolutely fantastic duelists. Luke Harcry is very good as well, but yeah, I mean, we are really seeing sort of, Clash of the Titans with these battles here. Very, very high skill levels across the board. Okay, so Luke manages to get rid of that Goblin Shredder and brings out, Warlord! Yay! Into the center field, so it's immune to targeted removal spells. Oh, okay, so Master Templar Materio comes out and brings out the Spirit of the Sword, which, creature with the highest HP, that's actually going to kind of work out against him in that the sword... oh no, he destroys at the end of the turn, doesn't he? Yeah. Okay, I remember now. It's been so long since I played. But yes, ouch, pretty brutal. Materio manages to get rid of the Shurka, which is really sad. Warlords are my favorite. They're not brilliant for PvP, unfortunately, but they've always been my favorite cards. Do I want a nature +1 penguin? I don't know why, but that feels weird to me, a nature penguin rather than a mana penguin. Because the mana, blue, ice, and all the rest of it. Nature makes me feel like the penguin's in a forest, which just feels odd. Cocoon of Evolution comes out. Now, a Goblin Shredder, of course, would be ideal at this point, but I'm pretty sure that even if Luke had one, he wouldn't have the resources to use it. So, a Paralyzing Bullet comes out instead, and that takes care of that. It does leave Luke Harcry in an unfortunate position with resources. Whippy brings out, who the hell is that? Princess Fabicia. And she is indeed fab. Summons 1 leopard at the end of the turn. If it becomes... Okay, right, so it's kind of a bit of a Cheshire thing. Alright, so she summoned a leopard. That means that she's now untargetable. So Luke's going to have to remove her with an untargeted spell or some sort of creature-based counter. Let's see if he manages to do that. Whippy has, what is that, 7 cards in the grave, 2 cards on the field, so only 3 cards in the hand. So Whippy is, if Luke manages to counter these 2, Whippy is going to be forced to pull cards out of the grave, which is going to be a massive HP hit. Materio is good. When you save, you can get the resource together. Yes, Materio was a card that I had a lot of fun with. I made a deck with him in it. One of the last videos I think I made on Mabinogi Duel. With a lot of fun though. I really enjoyed it. Alright, so Luke charges up on the first action. 2 more actions to go. Once again, Holy Spear would be able to come out, but massive resource drain on that. Let's see. You got a boy. That what I call birds. Forest penguins. Okay, so Lorna's coming out as a block, and Fox is also coming out as a block. Unfortunately, Whippy does have more than enough nature to remove those with hunts if he chose to. Seems like he's not choosing to. Interesting. Double charge. I guess it feels like he's not threatened. The leopard's not going to die. Fabici is not going to die, and Fabici is going to summon, I assume, another leopard. Yep, there it goes. So Luke's basically in exactly the same position as he was in last turn. So let's see. That's probably game, says Luke. Probably, depending on light removal / counter spells. Like Scathach would be very nice right about now, Although Whippy could be saving up a capture. So, at least, do you want a bird? So many possible jokes I could make on that subject. I have no idea what I want in Mabinogi Duel anymore. Betrayal comes out, that's going to grab the fox over. Yeah, so Fabici is going to kill the share, the fox is going to land near fatal, and then the last of the leopards is going to polish that up. Well played to both Whippy and to Lukaku there. As anticipated, Whippy's deck, very weird. All kinds of things happening all over the place. Citizens are coming out. You got the Lich-y, a Leopard Summoning Lady. Who knows what's happening there. And Lukaku running a Warlord deck. Woo! Warlords! Awesome. Okay, so those two, that fight was definitely worth 8 gems to both Whippy and Lukaku. So I shall send those off now. Good game, good game. Juan, do you have Letters of the SIH season in my personal store? I don't have anything in my personal store, I don't think. I haven't played in a year. What I'm probably going to do is I have a whole bunch of gems right now. So what I'm probably going to do is on Monday, we're going to have like a big booster pack pull. Any duplicates that I put up, that I get, I will put up on my store for minimum price. And then first come, first served, basically. Lukaku, same Warlord deck as ever. I gotta love those Warlord decks. Okay, so I'm going to send, what is this? I forget where I am now. Okay, so we send the 3 to Whippy and Luke. There we go. And then the 5 to Whippy and Luke. Where are we? There we go. Whippy and Lukaku. There we go. For some reason, name bounced up around the field there. Good. Okay. Excellent. Well done. So next up is Zixdro and Kestrel. So please make sure you guys have added each other as friends. And let me know when you're when you're ready. Why is it win? It's not the right word at all. Leek, around this time on Monday, yes. Currently, the live streams are all scheduled for 3 p.m. UTC, which is 1 hour and 26 minutes ago. And that'll be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I may start mucking around with the times. We'll see. Maybe a little bit earlier, maybe a little bit later. I'm not entirely sure. Depends on where everybody is and what they're doing and all the rest of it. Look, thanks for the gems. You're most welcome. All right, so Reagan is online. Zixdro is also online. So both of you guys are online and looks like you're fighting. Perfect. So let's jump in. Magicians and summoners. All right, so Reagan up at the top with L and Zixdro down at the bottom with Lufencia. Reagan has 3 mutants. Zix has 0. Both players running triple mutant decks. We are on duel. 5 p.m. where you are then, Lee. Okay, so you're UTC +2. Okay. Black Spirit comes out from Reagan, an aggressive opening. Let's see what Zixdro decides to do. Could remove it with a Holy Missile or a Paralyzing Bullet if you had either one of those. And he does. There goes the Paralyzing Bullet, and down goes the Black Spirit. So that puts Zixdro into a bit of a resource advantage there. He's going to start with 1 more resource. Skeleton Knight, very, very aggressive play coming out by Reagan there. Let's see what Zixdro decides to do about it. Zohaib, what can make me come back to this game? Maybe I can make you come back to this game. I don't know. The only reason I'm back in this game is because everybody voted for this to be the live stream, which is just weird, but I'm running with it. Okay, so Jane out into the middle by Zixdro, which is, again, hyper aggressive. This is very, very aggressive plays that are coming out here. Arrow of Revenge onto Zixdro, just to get a little bit more of that extra damage off. Very, very interesting. Zohaib, you're currently playing Duel Links. Yeah, I tried to play Duel Links, but there's too many booster sets too quickly. I cannot keep up. Too many combos. There's a problem with the speed duel system. A Skeleton Soldier rather than a level up. Let's see if Reagan decides to go for a level up or if they're just going to continue to apply pressure to each other. Desert Foxes. Oh, yeah, the Desert Fox. I'll show you the Desert Fox afterwards, and that'll make you come back to the game. Make everybody come back to the game. Skeleton Knight goes down. Reagan levels up. So let's see. Another level up by Zixdro. And so I think the Skeleton Knight got an attack boost. The base Skin Jane got an attack boost. Fireball comes out onto Jane. That's going to transform her back to normal. Was that planned? Is Reagan gonna... Yes, okay, that was planned to transform her back. And now Reagan has captured Jane. Jane's gonna transform and regain her attack value. Okay, so Zixdro is suddenly in a bit of an awkward situation here. So if you're a free player and you got more than 150 UR cards, well, that's nice, but unless they all combo well together, it's not gonna get you into like the top 10, unfortunately, in Duel Links. It's a pain in the ass getting King of Games in Duel Links, it really is. It's easier now than it used to be, but boy, howdy. I love the game, but whew, a lot of grind. Ziggs, you guess that's it? Maybe. I mean, there are ways of countering here. Let's see. Outcomes. Who is that? Animal lover Christie. Oh, it's a new Christie. Very interesting. You get summoned, unfortunately, right in front of Beastkin Jane, who, of course, just murders it and throws the kitty corpse into the dumpster, which is absolutely tragic. The Skeleton Knight does some damage to Christie. That'll kill her next turn. Christie, of course, not going to be dealing any damage to the Skeleton Knight. Zohaib is quite easy now. Is it quite easy now? If they changed it up, finally? I may try Duel Links again if it's going to be... if it's actually properly playable. But they brought out so many packs, and each pack had a better combo than the previous packs, and it was just... whew. I mean, you had live streamers who were spending $2,000 a month on it who were saying, look, I literally just can't keep up. Wow, new cards in Mabinogi, and pretty ones. Yes, they are. Very pretty cards. Okay, so Thief comes out, which is an interesting choice. Beastkin Jane is being left alone by Zixdro, who has nevertheless managed to put a decent amount of damage out onto the board. Now, Reagan doesn't really have any AoE removal spells. Could have gone for Earthquake, but as we kind of discussed, most people don't run it. Skeleton Knight finally kills out Christie. The Bull and the Bull Charger move around. The Golden Bomb Squad kills the Bull. That leaves 8 damage coming out from Zixdro and 10 coming out from Reagan. So Zix absolutely needs to deal with at least one of these threats. Otherwise, he's guaranteed to die next turn. Goes for block with Kadir's Guillotine, which may work. It depends on what sort of removals Reagan has. If Reagan has Natura's Needle, which I'm pretty sure is defense bypassing, then that would work. Goes for Death Cloud, which is interesting because it doesn't really affect the Kadir's Guillotine. But it does open it up for the Hellhound. Bingo. Bango, nice one. So hey, if you missed the days when I used to host tournaments, I made the game really enjoyable. I really enjoyed this. They were, they damn near killed me to organize and host, but I really enjoyed them myself. I hoped to get them up and running with Duel of Summoners, but there just isn't enough interest in the game, unfortunately. So Hellhound is there. Zixdro counters with a Wanderer Chaki, which gains a little bit more gold. If Reagan has Hunt ready to go, then he could discard into that and just remove Chaki, and there we go, he does. Didn't even need to discard into it. Opens it up, and between Jane and the Skeleton Knight, that's going to be game. Alejandro just subscribed. Thank you, Alejandro. I appreciate it very much. Hellhound bumps into that, and then the Skeleton Knight, Clackety Creek, deals the finishing blow. Well played to both Reagan and Zixdro. They're very, very aggressive games, and right down to the wire as well, with Reagan coming out of the fight with 10 HP. Turning point was definitely when Reagan managed to capture the Beastkin Jane over to his side of the field. But excellent plays from both players there. Always really fun to see those hyper-aggressive plays coming out. Skeleton Knight at level 1, Jane at level 1. Very, very cool. With what did Reagan steal at Jane? He used Fireball to turn Jane back to normal so that she can no longer counter spells, and then captured her with the capture card. Guess you're so nervous. No need to be nervous. These are all in good fun. All in good fun. I don't need any of these, do I? No. Parnock's a gimmick card. I never go for gimmick cards, and Giant Hand Queen's useless. Okay, good. All right, very well done then to Zixdro and Kestrel. Excellent plays, and I will send you guys your gems now. So let's see. Boom, boom, boom. So here, good luck with the stream. Thank you for stopping by. There'll be daily streams now next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Not necessarily all on Mabinogi Duel, but hopefully I'll see you there. Let's see. Okay, so Reagan and Zixdro. When this loads in, there we go. Dum dum. And Zixdro. You're the one to talk. I don't know who that's to. Lee, you sold your Parnock you never used for 200k. Yeah. Parnock's a popular gimmick card, but I hate gimmick cards, so I never use them. Unless I'm being forced to make a video like I had to do with Jurgen and things like that. And then I did a Gates of Hell video for Halloween, but it was Halloween, so... and everybody got their own back on me anyway by making a challenge deck for me that was just... I still have nightmares about. Alright, so that's the gems sent out to everybody. What impression you played again? I don't know what that means. Sorry. It may be because I'm very sleepy, but I don't know what that means. Oh yes, yeah, that was right, because it was 4 people. That was right, yes. I was like, where did my gems go? I was going to give them out randomly, but no, of course there was 4, and that's why I said 4 people for the fighting. Yep, I'm a dumbass, don't worry about it. Desert Fox! It's a shame Zohib left before he got to see the cutie little Desert Fox. It's so adorable. There's a skeleton, I didn't notice before, there's a scorpion down there. That's a bit worrying. When I lived in the Middle East, I used to find scorpions a little bit like that underneath the sink all the time. Annoying. That challenge deck was so good. Oh, God. The challenge deck had no answer to a skeleton, for God's sake. A skeleton! Ah, you look toy box. I really don't know. I think you're just deliberately trying to confuse me. What toy box? Okay, alright. Nice. I think what we will do then is I'm going to create a very quick deck using some of the new cards that we picked up, including the Desert Fox, because it's a freaking Desert Fox. Shut up, don't judge me. Paralyzing Bullet. Gold only. Where's my Flame Emission? I even forget what cost it is. I'm pretty sure it's... Yeah, I forget what cost Flame Emission is. It has been so long. So long. Been so long now. So long now. Oh look, Goblin Intercept. A staple card. Only veterans are going to understand that reference. I'm just going to look this up. Ark being rude to his viewers. I'm not being rude, I just don't understand. I would love to understand. Don't be sorry, Whippy. I literally don't know what you... I mean, it's probably just because I'm really sleepy. Really sleepy. But I don't know... I if somebody else is smarter than I am, please do let me know what it is that I'm missing so that I can answer Whippy properly. Because, yeah. I'm so tempted to put Taukaka in here. So tempted. What's this one? Oh, no, that was terrible. Divine Punishment, was that any good? No, it wasn't really, was it? No, it's all randomized. Barbarian would work fine. So tempted to put Taukaka in. You know what? Screw it, we'll put Taukaka in. And then we'll run... Now, do I want mana or do I want the nature light? Definitely nature. Definitely nature, because you want hunt and stuff in there, don't you? Probably put in eagle. We'll just build this more or less randomly at the moment, and then we'll polish it up once it's created. So obviously always hunt. Never have a nature camp without running hunt or command hunting. I may switch that out for command hunting. It means, what do you think playing again after so long? Oh yeah, well that would make sense, yes. My impression again after playing for so long, well I mean I've only been playing for an hour and a half, an hour and 40 minutes, so I haven't really formed one. What I need to do is I need to get some of my decks, readjust them for the new metas, and then I need to jump into some actual arena fights and some proper battles like that, so that I can get a feel for what the meta's like right now. From what people have been telling me, the meta's basically Ateed, Lilith, King of Prophets, all this kind of stuff. There's like 5 dominant decks that is just kind of meh. If you're not running those, then you're going to lose, which would be very sad if true. Of course, it may not be true. So, who the hell is that? I do not remember half of these cards. I'm looking for capture. There we go. That's a new one. Since capture's in there, that's pretty expensive on green. We don't want anything that rivals that in terms of cost. So, is there anything We have Elf Hero Triss. Julian, you're back. You got pasta linguine. Nice. Nice. I do like pasta. No, that's no good. You'd need a Mistletoe would work well with that. But otherwise... How's Hunter Pule these days? 4 damage. Does that increase? 4, 5, 6? Yeah. Elf Hero Triss. You're very demanding on the Elf Hero Triss thing. But I don't think it would really work with this deck so well. If you're going to run Elf Hero Triss, you kind of need Elf Hero Triss +1 light variant, really. I do not know what that's all kind of crazy. Elephant Battle Core, thanks for translation. Yeah. Yes, thank you. Zix, who's smarter than me. Actually, you know what? I just noticed the webcam's getting very, very dark. Hold on a second. Let's increase the exposure a bit. There we go. Oh, that's much better, isn't it? Much better. Lee, my bird. I don't know who's... What? Are you offering me your girlfriend? What's happening here? Or are you telling me to use your bird, your forest penguin? I'm not using forest penguin. I might use Albie. I might use, actually, I'm kind of tempted to use Albie now. Nobody would expect Albie in this day and age. Should I? Should I use Albie? It's not a brilliant card, I shouldn't think, in the current meta, but it's so tempting to do it now just to get it out of it. But I kind of would prefer actually Ambush Vine now that I'm thinking about it properly. Ambush Vine and Hidden Spider, nice for control. Although, again, having said that, Lichy, slot 4 damage, 4 damage. Yeah, kind of tempted by Lichy, actually. You know what? Let's put her in place of the Eagle and let's bring in Ambush Vine. That's what we're going to do. For a second, those rocks looked like they were doing a tiger knee. That would be fantastic. Albie, the rookie terror. Yes, rookie arena Albie was always a massive threat. Okay, let's look at light now. So tempted to put in Lady Share, but it's not really a proper tempo deck. Light Elf is a decent choice. We'll put that in for now, and we'll think about the rest of it later. May go for that summon the citizens thing, since it worked out so well for Whippy. First of all, though, I need to find surprise attack. I have a suspicion I've gone past it, but we'll see. So many mutants. Nope, there we are. We didn't go past it. Good. Yeah, I'm tempted to go for that citizen thing. So, spell cards only... I forget what the cost was. I think it was a 3 cost. No, I'm wrong. Or am I? No, I'm not wrong. Hey, Rise of the People. Mino? Mino's dark, isn't he? I don't have light Mino, I'm pretty sure. Kestrel, you mean the meta right now is mostly... Oh, right, I see what you mean. The meta right now is mostly Triss +1, Atid, Materio plus Fabricia, and Aggro Spears plus Newbie Duel attack. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Atid plus Light Elf Hero, Triss +1. Definitely going to be sort of top tier, pain in the ass kind of stuff. Right, we need a light finisher. So, creature only... Oops. Creature only, let's say something of 4, 5, 6, 7 plus cost, level 1. And we'll start at the more expensive end of the spectrum. And Lilith, yes, of course, the omnipresent Lilith. Okay, so we don't want the Doom Machine Saint, that wouldn't work out so well for us. The Magical Beast of Apophis would be fantastic, but yeah. White Moon Bunny, oh, I remember the days, I remember the days. Hakumen... You're talking about Point Spell... Yeah, he was always okay. Not amazing, but not terrible. No, that's a different one. I was thinking of the Beast Summoner. Executioner Emil, and I tried to make him work, couldn't really do it. That's not bad, but not brilliant. When some decrease the attack of all creatures by... Does that increase? 2/2/2, no. But it makes the attack of all creatures 6, so... Light +1 Apophis. Don't think I have that. Kim Hayun, no. None of those really jump out at me. Need a proper finisher. Yeah, if that had less cost, that would be really nice, but... I mean, you know, there's Angel of Teed, but there's really not a hell of a lot of point, given that our creatures are, you know, the Desert Fox, the Elf, the Lichy, and Taukaka. We could, of course, muck around with that. Seigi's possible. You know what? May drop Seigi. He's not really a finisher, but he's good at punching holes in opponents. Okay, this is not a good deck, right? This is not a deck that I would recommend anybody run, but it does use a couple of the new cards. So we'll jump this into for a fight. Dizzy. I'm going to run Dizzy. Hold on. Yeah, I remember that one. I'm not fond of that one because they'll play a spell card, deals 2 damage to themselves, which is, you know, they're not going to be very happy about that, but that never increases, and it costs 6 resources and then 7 and 8 to bring out something that could be killed by a 2, 3, and 4 cost. So, really not Seigi or Teon, yeah, I think I'll go for Seigi. I mean, Dizzy's adorable, don't get me wrong. The art's lovely, but way too expensive for way too small, for way too low HP value. Okay, it's not a good deck, but whatever, we'll run it. Oh, my deck slots are full. Fantastic. Okay, well, let's remove one of these. Less use. Yeah, the Raelius Clover, for example, can be removed. And delete. Okay. And then we'll save it. At the very least, this deck is going to serve as a good example of what doesn't work in a thing, because I've mixed this up way too much, right? So there's some aggro in here with the Desert Fox, the Elf, Lichy, and the Taukaka, and to a certain extent the Rise of the People, but then there's also control in here with the Ambush Vine, the Paralyzing Bullet, the Hunt, Surprise Attack, Flame Emission, and Seigi, and then there's a bit of tempo in there as well. It's kind of a mishmash of styles, so I'm really not expecting this to do well. But it's also fun to watch complete failure sometimes, so let's give it a try. And then after this, we will finish up, I think. If anybody wants me to add them to my friends list, send a friend request now, because while I live stream, I'm guaranteed to add you. If anybody would like to do a sub-battle before we finish up for the day, let me know in the chat menu, and we'll do that. If anybody wants to challenge me personally, let me know that as well. Basically, if anybody has any requests for before we finish the game. What's with that triple Golden Garden Cat deck? That was back before Golden Garden Cat got nerfed, and it was a really, really good card. You could do some really, really funny things with triple Golden Garden Cat. I actually used it as the basis for a Warlord deck at one point. It was really good, actually. But Golden Garden Cat got nerfed almost immediately. The problem is the Dev Cat in Mabinogi Duel really likes kind of like gimmicks and combos. And Golden Garden Cat didn't lend itself to that. Golden Garden Cat opened up an awful lot of... oh, Ruri. Golden Garden Cat opened up a lot of non-gimmick stuff as viability, and then that made it harder for Dev Cat to balance around it. Seigi is the OP immortal card. Agree. Yes, to a certain extent, yes. Majin, oh my god, you missed such a great event. Sorry, so busy at work lately. How dare you work and feed yourself and possibly your family. Shame on you. But welcome to the stream. You know what? We're going to drop this. There we go. The saddest nerf of them all. It was really. Golden Garden Cat opened up so many variable opportunities, but they nerf that kind of thing. They don't nerf... do I need to be worried about that? No, not really. You know what? Kind of tempted to bring out Rise of the People. I meant to check what this did earlier. Yeah, 356. Yeah, it's definitely worthwhile bringing this out. I decided enough of the most will forever be zombie combiner. Honestly, not too sorry about that one being nerfed. Okay, let's see how this goes. Guy's using a duo deck with Ruri, which is very interesting. And the newbie duelist, which also interesting. Okay. Blue Moonlight Well. You know what? Kind of just want that gone. On the other hand... Yeah, this is what we'll do. We'll drop her, and she'll deal some damage, and then blah de blah. Okay, so she's going to flip back, and then she'll deal 4 damage to that. That'll open that up. So he's going to get 1 bit of resource off the Moonlight Well, but as predicted, the Blizzard took the internet out for a fraction of the time there, so hopefully it's all okay now. Well, we'll see. Oh, and the guy sacrifices himself, so... Well, that's what you get for complaining about it. Nope, the internet's down again. No, it's up again. Okay, thank God for that. Jeez. I have no idea if it's online or offline at the moment, this live stream. Seems that we're okay. Seems that we're okay now, but yeah. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Go away, Skimkit. Alright, yeah, okay, it does look like we're completely back. Alright, Luke, you're away for most of the duel, but haven't lost anything in the year, have I? Well, so far, I haven't been beaten in Mabinogi Duel. I've fought 2 fights. But that doesn't really mean anything. Imagine sort of having problems with the buffering. Yeah, the internet went down. It's going to be buffering for like a minute or 2, I think, while it tries to connect both to YouTube and Twitch and get itself sorted out. Amber level blizzard going on outside. So unfortunately, my internet's not great. It's going to hopefully have passed us by Monday, so we'll see. Works for now, yeah. Okay, good. All right. That's really annoying. Julian, you wish next collaboration cards will be Street Fighter? That would be a lot of fun. There's a Street Fighter collaboration in Monster Hunter World, which is really enjoyable. But it's not... I don't think the Mabinogi Duel guys have done any collaborations that have not been other Nexon properties in like 2 years or something. So Street Fighter collaboration is unlikely, unfortunately. Because I'd love to see all kinds of collaborations. I mean, a Persona 5 collaboration would be amazing. I would love to see that. Although, I say that, but, you know, the cards would probably be, like, pretty rubbish. And I don't want to see, you know, Futaba as a terrible card. I love Futaba. She's awesome. As well as all the others, of course. Okay, so actually, the deck turned out to be not all right, not too terrible. For anybody who has any particular interest... changes that I would make to it. Well, for starters, the Rise of the People actually worked out quite well. Between the Rise of the People and Taokaka, this is a decent aggro starter combo. So perhaps switch out Capture for a Hidden Spider. That would be, and then that would be way more sort of offensive based. Save up your gold for the flame mission so you can wipe out people that are in front and take care of it. Other than that, that's actually a fairly decent, relatively budget, apart from Taokaka deck. You can get rid of Seigi if you want to. I didn't use him there. But it turned out to be not terrible. So. Oh yes, I'd started to answer you, and then apparently the internet just died. Yes, I've been well, thank you, Majin. I had a horrific earache. I had to go to the emergency room like a couple of months ago, and I gashed open 3 of my fingers falling down a hill a couple of weeks back. But apart from that, everything's been great. How's everything with you? Okay, so that's been 2 hours pretty much on the dot. And this was really only supposed to be an experiment, sort of test the waters kind of thing. So, if anybody wants to request anything or send me a friend request before we finish up, mention it in the chat. Or chat, wherever it happens to be on your particular screen. And yeah, also join in the Discord. If you haven't already, because that's where I discuss all these things and people vote on what they want me to play during these live streams, and we talk to each other and all that kind of stuff. Kestrel, the deck needs Betrayal. Yep, Betrayal would be a good one. I'm not 100% sure what you would replace with it. Possibly Desert Fox. Go defensive on the first turn and then offensive on the second. You could replace Desert Fox with Betrayal. Imagine how about a card that buffs attack, like Bard Song. The best card buffing, the best attack buffing card is Phantom of the Wolf, and Mana doesn't really fit in here. Ruined Sushi is now following. Thank you very much, Ruined Sushi. I've just noticed that needs to be higher up because it's kind of hiding part. There we go. Okay, so nope, can it? There we go. Okay, so the alerts should now not be hidden by the game anymore. What was I saying? Yeah, the only really the best attack buffing card really in non-gimmick decks is Phantom of the Wolf, and I wouldn't really recommend switching any of the colors here. You definitely need gold. Gold is best for rush. You could switch out light for mana and then put a Phantom of the Wolf in there if you wanted to, but I found the Rise of the People actually worked out very nicely. But yeah, if you're going to replace any color for an attack boost for mana, replace light. Elf can be Phantom of the Wolf, surprise attack can be Magic Missile, and then let's say Seigi could be Firewall, maybe Rise of the People could be something else, up to you. And if you got Firewall instead of Seigi, then instead of Flame Emission you can use a Barbarian or Mud Hero Dross. Whippy, is there Sunday sub battles? There aren't. Sundays, I mean, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The weekdays are the days where I'm going to be like guaranteed streaming. If people would prefer me to stream over the weekend rather than the weekday, let me know. That could definitely be something I do. But for now, we're just saying Monday through Friday. Imagine it's been great for you too to be around more often within a week or so. Excellent, good, because we're starting our daily live stream starting tomorrow. Starting Monday. Ikati Poi is now following. Thank you, Ikati Poi. I appreciate it. Look, it's appearing properly. It's not getting hidden or anything. Gift from Crassus. Thank you very much, Crassus. That's going to help out. Now, I've been saying Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. There may be a live stream tomorrow. I thought that today was Friday. I don't know why, but I thought today was Friday. So there may be a live stream tomorrow as well, depending on how this blizzard goes. I may decide to just not do it on the Friday and try to, I don't know, get things set up instead. But we'll see. Again, Discord, I'm going to put a link to the Discord in the chat now. There we go. Copy. So I'm going to put a link to the Discord. Please join in if you would like to get involved in, you know, sort of knowing when these things are going to happen ahead of time, voting for what games you want to play, you want me to play, and all this kind of stuff. Margin, no, switching light is no, just so you could summon citizens and buff attack like you could with Trap in the Castle. Yeah, I mean, it's a good idea. Yeah, I mean, with aggro decks, that's commonly how you do it. You summon a lot of creatures very quickly, and then you buff their attack value. The problem is that there aren't really that many good attack buffing cards in the game. Bard Song is okay, but it is pretty expensive. You could theoretically replace Seigi with it. Oh, I keep pressing enter. You could theoretically replace Seigi, but I mean, as you can see, I mean, it's 5. It's a really, really expensive card, and it only works that one time, and even at level 3, it only buffs by 4, so it's tricky. It's tricky. It doesn't hang around like Seigi does. Seigi is 1 cost less, and he hangs around, and he can disrupt. So, I mean, experiment with it. Everybody has their own different strategies and styles of play. What works for me may not work for you. For unexpected punishment, yep. How about a Pillion Rise of the People deck? Could work. Yeah, could work. Pillion tends to really work in PvG, not PvP, simply because Arrow of Revenge is a thing. So you don't tend to see Pillion so much in PvP, just because it's really, really easy to punish. Slaps will kill Pillion easily peasily. Arrow of Revenge will kill Pillion easy peasy. Dragon Hunter Fry kills Pillion easy peasy. And there seems to be quite a few cards now that actually deal direct damage to the heroes, so they'll all kill Pillion easy peasy. So it's a bit tricky. Margin, how about a Mutant Bard song? I wouldn't say it was worthwhile, honestly. If you were going to... I mean... You could go for like a Mutant Nature Bard song, replace Capture with a Mutant Nature Bard song. That might be okay. If you really wanted Bard song in there, there's definitely a place for it. I personally wouldn't use it, but then I like my decks to be as versatile as possible. So I like to be able to answer as many different threats as I possibly can. But a pure aggro deck, where you were just completely focused on punching down your opponent, yeah, Bard song would work well. Whippy, next month, Insane Wonder EXT Fox comes out, does he? I'm going to have to start paying attention. If you guys are going to make me do Mabinogi Duel again, I'm going to have to start paying attention to this stuff again. Kestrel, maybe Bloody Aurora? Yeah, Bloody Aurora is another possibility. Aurora. I don't remember all of the stats off it on the top of my head. Yeah, so that's basically Bard Song. One less resource cost, but it buffs all creatures, including your enemies. So you could replace Desert Fox with that, or you could replace... Yeah, see, I wouldn't really advise replacing any of this. You kind of need all these gold cards for Bloody Aurora, unfortunately. Slap's best card in game. Yes, there's always room for Slaps. Especially in an aggro deck. But again, going with the 4, the Paralyzing Bullet is pretty much necessary. You need to be able to answer early threats so that your guys can get through. Taukaka is just a phenomenal level 1 and 2 summon. Flame Emission is just necessary. You need to be able to clear the board to deal with the enemy, and you can't use something like Forest Fire because your guys are all weak because they're aggro creatures. The only one who could possibly be replaced is Desert Fox, but if you replace Desert Fox, that's one less creature that can then be buffed by an attack buffing card. So it's tricky. It's tricky. But yes, all decent ideas. All of this is just theory crafting until you try it in practice. I didn't think that deck was any good at all, but it turned out to actually be better than I expected it to be. Still not great, but definitely better than I expected it to be. Right, okay. Whew, that was exhausting. All right, so there might be a live stream tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure. The Blizzard did take the internet out during this live stream, which isn't great. So what I may do instead is tomorrow I may spend a lot of time on Discord, depending on how many people are there, kind of discussing with everybody what they want to see. We'll have more Mabinogi Duel streams because this one turned out to be pretty popular. But I want to know whether or not you guys are fine with the Monday to Friday daily live streams, or whether you want me to do, say, Sunday to Thursday live streams, something like that. What other games you would like me to play, if any, even just like general genres, you know, indie games or unknown games or other card games, anything like that. Just let me know what you'd like to see. Margin, you saw yesterday their new cards, and oh my god, they killed the poor garden cat. They did. Yeah, what's up, that terrible... I know, my beautiful garden cat. I know, it happened like a year ago. It was very, very sad. Very upsetting for me personally. But we'll see. So yes, anyway, jump onto the Discord. The link's in the chat. Find it. I posted it already. I'm not going to flood the chat with it. And tomorrow I'll start fiddling around with various bits and pieces. I think, yeah, and we'll look into like giveaways and things like that as well. And if we can spark up the interest again, then who knows? Maybe another tournament. Anything's possible. For now, though, that's about it. Margin, you took photos of landscape as you promised. When you can, you'll share them with me. Great. I look forward to it. You're in the Discord, right? I'm sure you are. So you can send them to me there, or Facebook, or you can send them via Twitter, but I almost never check Twitter. So yeah. So anyway, it doesn't look like there's any more questions. If anybody wants to talk to me about anything, or ask me anything, or suggest anything, jump into the Discord. For now, though, I think we'll wrap up the live stream. Next live stream will be Monday, and it will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So make sure to tune in for that. And thank you to everybody who stopped by. This live stream turned out to be significantly more successful than I thought it was going to be. And a special thank you, as always, to everyone who got involved in the sub-battles, especially to Lucarcry, who took 2 fights like a champ and used the Warlords, so obviously, automatically, my favorite. All right, thanks everybody, and I'll see you in the Discord, or failing that, see you Monday. Bye. Never know how to end these things.